We tried to reach out to the man who died in this pursuit. They were unavailable for comment. Micah, back.
Ha! We're back.
That's right. Must a lot of people's chagrin. We're here.
We're
here. Yeah. Welcome back to King's Court. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Richie King, the bad man of comedy, with my friend, my compadre, my cohort, partner in crime, depending upon who you ask.
Yep.
My friend. Y'all know him. Y'all love him.
Yes,
the commander. What's up, brother?
Yeah, well, man, just another day in paradise, living the dream, Glad to be back this week. Sorry I missed last week, but couldn't let my daughter go to a part of the city that was kind of sketchy, to get her adopted grandmother picked up at the bus station. So I felt like I needed to be down there. Yeah, it was probably a good thing I did.
Right. Well, I see we got our boy Dean Cerny first in
right
line
out
today.
of the gate.
Yes, and we appreciate Dean tuning in as usual.
Yes, we do. And I spelt my name right this time. I changed it just for you, Dean.
Dean, he's a punctual guy. He likes things right and tight.
That's right.
Between him and me and Dean, we're probably a couple smart men. Neither one of us got his damn address to yesterday for his hat. By the way, congratulations to Dean Cerny. If you didn't tune in last week, my daughter won the hat, but she turned it over to Dean.
Oh, okay.
Let Dean win the hat. So Dean Cerny is our hat winner, or for the Comedy Vets hat. I will be sending that damn thing off. Trust me when I tell you, I will get it, Dean, brother. I will send it to you. But yeah, thank you for taking a hat contest, and we're gonna give away. We're working on maybe giving away a gas card or just a prepaid card with X amount of dollars on it. That way you can use it at any gas station you want. Don't have to be for any specific thing. We're going to be giving that away. We got some other giveaways coming up. We're working on quite a few things. So let's get into our normal things we got going on. First, as y'all know, we always like to start the show off with our missing persons. And for some reason, this is one of our most popular segments on this show. And the guy tells me, I said, won't you hang around for the whole show, not just this part, man? Because, we got a lot of good stuff to offer.
Yeah.
And so we're going to, Dean says, still got to capitalize Commander's name.
Oh, picky.
Yeah. All right, here we go, guys. We're going to add this here. All right. Take a good look at this guy. And I'm going to say this one time. Don't have to repeat it. Muhammad Shah Habibi. Nah, I guess I stuck it. So we're going to go with that. Here's some photos of the guy, and not make fun of his name, but that's how it is. Kind of a normal looking guy. I mean, He's kind of a normal looking dude. All right. It says the FBI Washington field office released a missing poster of Mr. Habibi. Date of birth, January 2nd, 1988. He was born in Afghanistan. Black hair, brown eyes. He's 5'10", 190 pounds. He's a male. He speaks English, Pashto, I guess that's how you say it, and Dari. Okay. Dari is what they speak over there in the Middle East. Some cultures, anyway. A reward for the Rewards for Justice program, United States Department of State is offering a reward up to $5 million. Look right there, $5 million for information leading to the location, recovery, and the return. So they're already assuming that he's dead.
Wow.
Look for leading to the location, recovery, and return of Muhammad Shah Habibi.
He's got to be somebody important to have $5 million reward.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Federal Bureau of Investigation is seeking information regarding the disappearance of Habibi, in Afghanistan in August of 2022. Afghanistan's former director of civil aviation. There you go. He was a former director of the civil aviation. He was taken from his vehicle near his home in Kabul City, Afghanistan, and allegedly detained by Taliban General Directorate of Intelligence, along with his driver and 29 other employees of the Asian Consultancy Group, a Kabul-based telecommunications company. All except for Habib and one other have since been freed. Habibi has not been heard from since his arrest, and the Taliban has yet to provide any information regarding the whereabouts or conditions. Well, good luck.
Yeah.
If you have any information concerning this case, please contact your local FBI office, your nearest American embassy or consulate, or you can submit online tips at tips.fbi.gov. All information will be kept confidential. Field office is Washington, D.C. And of course, if you don't want to leave your name, you can submit an anonymous tip online. If you watch this, do not call your local sheriff's department because they won't have no idea what the hell you're talking about. And they probably don't know his name anyway. But $5 million, ladies and gentlemen, that's worth going over and taking a look. Okay.
Yeah. Somebody will rat somebody out for that.
Yeah, I know people that wipe out their entire family for $5 million. Now they rat them all out. Okay. So there you go. It said here, what was he? A director of something? Let me see. He Afghanistan's former director of civil aviation. Sounds high tech to me.
Yeah, it does.
All right,
Sounds
guys.
like an important position.
Yeah, if anybody has any info,
well.
please contact somebody.
Yep.
Let me see. Dean says it's pronounced Mahmud, not Muhammad. Mahmud. Okay. Thank you. He's gone. He's gone, man. Tallywaggers don't take prisoners. Yeah. $5 million. Boo. That's
long enough to drop the machete down. That's about as long as they keep them, you know.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, $5 million. He's quite important.
Mm-hmm.
Quite important. I got off the phone today with Roy Anthony after I went to the Chiefs military appreciation last practice in St. Joe. We'll get to that in just a second. That's kind of a funny story there. And Roy called me about the movie Make It. And it is a go. He's getting, like I told you last week, he's getting everything going with today. He confirmed it. I should be getting a contract emailed to me within the week and be shooting within 3 weeks. So,
well, there you go.
Things are slow, but there you go. Now, today, I went to the Chiefs training camp. I do almost every year. Didn't go last year. Should have went, but I didn't. Just forgot, basically. But anyway, other than that, I went every year, right? And I get up there, and I've mingled with the players. I know some of them, and some of them don't, right? And usually I do Pat Mahomes' voice. Well, this year I didn't get to talk to Pat because he had to do some other things, other obligations. So I was doing his voice, a bunch of other impressions, and handing out some of my cards. Well, Travis Kelce, y'all know Travis Kelce. He's a tight end that's going out with what's her face, Taylor Swift, right? And he was down directly in front of me, okay? And he signed autographs, and I made him smile when he signed an autograph. I said, "Hey, Kelce, Happy Gilmore's looking for you," and he smiled. And there he is smiling right there.
Yeah.
When I told him that, and when he signed, he looked up at me and nodded his head and went on about his business. So. And last year I had him over in the corner there, and I went, "Pat, Pat, Travis Kelce sucks." Like I was, and that's how Pat Mahomes talks. That's his voice that I do. And everybody, Pat, I didn't say that. I was over hiding behind people doing that. It's funny. But yeah, there he is smiling when I tell him Happy Gilmore's looking for him. So that was pretty cool.
That's great.
That is great. So that's some of our news and memes coming up. Remember, guys, if you're in your head, it's this time of year. It's this right here time of year.
Yes,
if you ain't doing this, there's something wrong in your life that's not allowing you to go do this. Dean, I don't know, you can take your slingshot out there. You guys have Jeeps, whatever y'all got. If you want to go do that, go get your fishing on. There ain't a whole lot more in life that relaxes a guy than fishing. You know, maybe a cool drink once in a while, but man, that's
too hot for me. Too hot.
Too hot.
Yeah.
You ain't got a pool. So I got a pool. And the way they're talking here in Missouri, we're going to be getting in that thing again here.
Yeah.
Well, the next 2 weeks.
Go.
Yeah, they do. Okay. Some of our memes here got going on, but I got to tell you, I went to last Veterans Breakfast. We go once a month. Commander and I we've gone to several together. I don't know if we're going to make tomorrow together or not, but anyway, we've been going to these. And I went, and last time I went there, I don't know how good y'all can see this on camera, but I went to this guy, Weston Scott. He's a famous big time hunter, and he goes big game hunting in Africa, Alaska, and the state of Missouri. Okay. So now on the back it has his big accomplishments. It said Weston Scott has successfully harvested the African Big Five: lion, white rhino, Cape buffalo, elephant, and leopard. And they added a couple more, and he went back and got those. He additionally added the hippo and the Nile crocodile, completing Africa's 7 deadliest and becoming the first Missouri hunter to do this. In addition to these grand slams, he added Africans 15 and has harvested all 7 African cats. That's called a grand slam when you're all 7 cats like that. He also has been awarded the African Hunting Achievement Award for Safari Club International. Now, I got a video I made. For some reason, I can't get that video. I got turned into MP form, and I don't know how to do that, so I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. I don't know if I can send it to Dean. Dean send it back to me. Dean's corrected some of my videos before. I don't know. But anyway, I got a video, but I do got photos. And it's called a silent zoo. Obviously, they're dead, so that's why they call it silent, right? But here's some of the pictures. When you pull into a driveway, boom. It's a nice little sign there. And then you just start. I mean, he takes you in there. First, you sit down in a chair, and he showed you a big ostrich egg. And then he showed us this. This is paper made out of elephant poop, or elephant dung, I guess is the proper terminology for that. Okay. And it's got a weird texture to it, and they write on them, and they mass produce these things. A lot of their kids use this in school. I'm thinking, how much is elephant dung? My goodness, how much do they do it? Apparently, it's quite a thriving business. Okay. Like bat guano. So, and then you go downstairs and you see, different type of animals on the wall here. That is an ear and part of a tail of an African elephant. And here in a second, I'll show you the bottom part of the elephant. They made his legs out of stool, or made his legs into stools. It's just cool as hell. There's a tusk off one of them. Look at that big ugly dude. And the crocodile there. That's a pretty good shot of 2 big ugly things. None of these are fake, guys. These are all real animals that he got.
Yeah, I've been through that zoo. Been several years back, but it's amazing. It is really awesome.
Here's a picture of the warthog. I guess he looks like some of my family. Yeah. Now looky here.
Ah. Water buffalo.
Here's some of the tools that the tribes use. Here's some of the things from Missouri. He got a couple black bears. He got that feral pig up there from Florida, Indian Florida. Here's some more stuff he got from Missouri. This picture here came from a Hollywood movie, Dancing with the Wolves. A lot of you know that. I watched that. I'm being Indian. I watched that over and over and over and over and freaking over. This is one of the mounts of the old buffalo that they used after he died. They taxidermied him, and this guy bought it. And let's just say $10,000 wasn't enough money to own that. Okay, so he bought that, and he was a veteran in the military. He was a chaplain, and this is his wall, and you get to see all this stuff here. A lot of his decorations, where he's been and stuff. As you come out of that room, around the corner there, you see there's the elephant legs. He made it in stools. Plush, very comfortable. Here's some of them cats he's talking about. That's a hippo's feet and a tusk and some bones from a hippo. There's a whole wall of some of the animals there. Here's a picture of me and one of my relations. There's a baboon there. I don't know if you can see the resemblance or not, but it's kind of there. Me and a baboon.
In the eyes, I think.
Around about the face there. Yeah, that little cat there, I thought was a baby. It's not. That is a full size African type deer over above up here, as you see. Shelly got to lay on this carpet here. My wife Shelly, she got to lay on it. It's a lioness. It's one of the cats he taken from the African safari. He's got her mounted on some type of thick, nice, soft carpet stuff. My wife laid right up on that. And then look at that rack on that, huh? That at the time was the biggest elk taken in Missouri, or in the United States, not Missouri. One of the biggest ones.
Humongous.
Yes, I think that was Alaska. I believe that was one of Alaska's, maybe right there or something up around that way. JW, see that? Maybe you can confirm that. I don't know. And go back here a second. I told you he had a military wall. Well,
Yes.
he was a chaplain in the military, as you know. You knew the guy. He thinks highly of you, Commander. He wrote a letter to the then President Richard Nixon, talking about how they were getting shot up because they wasn't allowed to shoot. They wasn't allowed to carry any ammo in their guns at certain bases or certain places there, which baffles me because if you're in combat, one of the things you need is bullets in your gun. But he said that was a common thing over Vietnam. Commander, you can testify that or you can't.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
But anyway, he wrote a letter. Well, Richard Nixon wrote him a letter back expressing his gratitude for his comments, appreciate the list of what they can do better. And this was the letter. And there's Richard Nixon's signature on it. And when I explained to him that the vice president, Gerald Ford, is a distant cousin of mine. He looked befuddled until I explained to him. Gerald Ford is actually a king. Okay. And I can trace all the way back and show you. So that's some pictures from the silent zoo. Pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
All right. And go back
Now,
to
chaplains, a lot of times you'd get ready to go out on a patrol. You might be gone 10, 12, 14 days or longer, or just a short 2 or 3 day one, whatever. He was one of these chaplains that would actually go out on the patrol with you.
Right.
He didn't play around.
No,
he didn't play around. He went. Yeah. Hey, I mean, he's just a little wiry guy too.
Yeah, the pictures in this brochure look way bigger than what he is.
Oh,
yes, yeah. Dean, that is a Springboks. Okay, and he did have a mountain jack, but the Springboks. That's right. You are very correct. You are a man of a well-rounded individual, Dean. All right, get on to some more of our stuff here. You think you're a big shot when you pull in a driveway and then you with your big wheel until you see this. Yes, sir. That Plymouth right there is a vehicle. Yeah, I was all right. If I was a kid, I'd go stand next to it too.
Oh, right? Boy, I tell you what, the day of muscle cars like that. Oh, do I ever miss them?
I do too. I wrote a joke about that. We'll get into some other time. I got a 4-wheeler who keeps playing with me. This is what I'm going to modify it to. Keep playing.
Yeah. Keep going.
You ain't all about that small block Shelby life. You got to get them camel humps. Uh-huh. Yeah, yes, sir. Mm-hmm. You know that thing right there. Ooh.
Oh.
That's somebody gonna die. or at least critically injure themselves. Okay. This next one, yes or no? It's a no for me.
No.
Double stacked Mercury Comet. No, you're out too, huh? I didn't like to comment regularly. I sure the hell don't want a double stacked.
No, Comet was short-lived.
I think if I was a police officer, I'd just pull him and just write you some sort of ticket.
Yeah.
Just something.
Too many headlights.
Yeah. They didn't show the ass end of it. Who knows what's back there? Probably got taillights working in a triangle formation or something. And apparently, hey, have you seen this debate where I guess a girl named Lindsay, she made this jeans commercial and everybody's making fun of the jeans commercial, American Eagle, and they're protesting all this stuff, and Beyonce made a jean commercial. I didn't see it. No. I knew nothing about it until the news, right? Well, I got a solution.
Okay.
All these jean ads. Here we go. You want some jeans with some good jeans? Bang. That's right. American Eagle jeans have great Chuck Norris. There you go, huh? Yeah. Get offended by that, liberals. Cry me a river now. You go. Huh? Yeah.
Problem solved. Problem solved. Yeah.
And in this commercial, this picture he's got right here, he's no longer Chuck. That's Charles.
Yeah.
Charles Norris right there. Yeah. Shut up, you wine bags. Wine over damn jeans. Who gives a...
Come on.
Shut up. I don't wear American Eagle anyway.
Very boring life if you got to sit around and argue about jeans.
No kidding. American Eagle thanks you, though, because their sales quadrupled.
Oh, yeah.
They're appreciative, yeah. And here's some, if you're a married couple, if you're in tune with yourself, if you can do things like this to each other. This wouldn't work around my house, so somebody be dead. But here we go.
this or not?
2, 1, go.
I don't know how far I can go in my relationship doing that, but that's funny what somebody else did. It'd be a homicide around in my house if I tried any of that stupid shit. You know, you get watching. I've been watching a lot of TikTok because I'm on there, Redneck Pimp 101, Redneck Pimp 101 on TikTok, and see some of these skits these people do. Sean and I couldn't do any of these skits, and it come out normal. Like the one where a guy puts his best friend in his phone under a girl's name. Okay, for example, Megan, right? The wife walks in there and says, "Who the hell is Megan?" And the guy starts laughing. He goes, "Oh, that's my friend Dale. It says Megan. Why does it say Megan? I'm calling it." She calls it. "Oh, hello, Dale." Hands him the phone, right? He's laughing. She goes, "Why'd you put it under Dale?" He said, "Well, because if it said Dale, you wouldn't have brought the phone to me." See my house, Shelly would have broke the damn phone over my head.
Okay, I know
right?
that's right.
Here's your Megan right here, you son of a. It's just a joke. Here, who's laughing now? Mr. Funny Man. Yeah. No, that wouldn't work. There's a lot of skits I see on there that would not work at my house.
Oh, no. Don't even go down that yellow brick road.
No.
Not doing it. No.
BJ said a 77 comment was my first car. Oh, good Lord, girl. Oh. You talk about now. I'm a Ford truck fan, but Ford had a lot of cars that, and the Comet was one of them cars.
Yeah.
Okay, it just BJ, if you don't mind me asking, how long did you have that damn car? Okay. Dean said, "I love those videos." I did too, man. They're hilarious as hell. You know, I'm tempted. There's one where your wife, you put a can on your head, and your wife has to swing this belt and see if she knocked the can off, right?
Yeah.
Well, I've said some strong word of language to my wife in the past. Okay. So I don't want to give her no belt and have her free shot at my head and her remember some of the comments I said at the last second and aim a little low. Look, I get my ass whipped from John Wick or something.
Yeah.
So, no, those things.
No.
Gen X down to you.
Not going there.
Nope. We're waiting on BJ to give us an answer on that. So, yeah, those are your memes and your news today. I hope you all enjoyed that.
The thing with the board is why BJ don't help me with the lumber.
Yeah, dude. And that scary thing, she actually punched him in the freaking face.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how much that's the skits and how much that's real, but she decked him, dropped his ass on the deck.
I mean, down.
You know, me being part Indian, I have a tendency I can walk silently or pretty quiet, you know, for a big man. I can walk. And I used to think it's funny to creep up on my family. I had to freak my kids out. My wife turned to me one day. She goes, "You scare me while I'm cooking. And you're going to need stitches."
DJ says, "I will take this cast iron skillet and I will knock you over the head with it."
Give me a Wagner disease. No. She turned around and she had the Michael Myers knife from Halloween. She was cutting vegetables. Okay. And I'm like, you know, I'm a tough guy and all, but I think I'll just
better watch out. She may turn into a bobbit.
Yeah. No. Oh, the engine blew. In about 4 months. I never drove it over 55. I don't know which car Ford made was worse, that one or that Edsel.
Oh Lord, the Edsel made it 1 year, I think.
Did it make a year? Yeah, I know it wasn't very long.
I think they made the Edsel for about a year, and then that was the end of it.
Yeah, it was named after the guy that invented it, Edsel Ford. He was in charge of the company then. Yeah.
Just looking at the front grill of the Edsel, looked like the Mass Scream, you know, which is a little straighter.
Yeah. Every time I think of the Commodore Edsel, this pops up. You ain't fixed, stupid. What rhymes with orange? No, it doesn't. Like I said, huge Ford truck fan, but there's very few cars by Ford I drive. Mustang, I drive it.
Yeah.
I had a Cougar once when I was a teenager. Wasn't a bad car. It's not. Wasn't the one I had wasn't fast at all, but it was kind of luxurious back in the day. Dean says, "Good Ford there. Anything over 3 months is a gift." Like I said, I've had some trucks. I've wore some trucks out and lasted me a long time, but I have never, ever had a Ford car, with the exception of the Mustang Max I've had, that lasted me. I'm sorry, Ford. You're probably going to get pissed, but I've never had a car that lasted me a year. Okay, I had one of them old box LTDs back in the day. It was wore out.
Yeah.
It was wore out when I got it. Right, I going down the road and quit moving. The engine didn't die. It did. You hit the foot feed, it just wouldn't. It didn't move. And I took it in and had it looked at, and they put it up on the rack, and nothing. The drive shaft is still on. They don't know why it didn't move. They couldn't figure out why the damn thing didn't move. It start right up. It start dead of winter, but it wouldn't move. And they're like, huh. So they let it down and said, beyond our technology, call Ford. I'm like, I ain't calling Ford over an LTD. No. She's over dying. Oh, right. And I got another, and which leads us into, I don't know if this is a Ford or a Chevrolet, but I haven't got to show you our last video clip. Okay, speaking of power loss, which is funny, that's why I chose this, because I can kind of relate to this. You guys tell me what you think about this ordeal.
The customer brought it in because they experienced a lot of power, right? Mm-hmm. But then tell us what's going on here.
Yeah, so I noticed, when I was looking over the vehicle, I noticed this giant hole here, and then it looks like there's a shim or something wedged in there. So I took the cover off, and you can see it wedged inside the cover here.
Where's this?
So I was like, where does that come from? It looked like a spider gear shim to me. And so if you see here on this spider gear, we got that play, and there's no shim in there. But the biggest thing is, how did that come out? Because you can see this has a bore here for this pin to go through, and our pin is still installed, and our bolt is still tight.
Okay, that's a question for you. How did that happen?
I think somebody had to replace some seals in the axle, and when they put their spider gears back together, they didn't assemble it right.
Or
because you got to pull those pins to pull the axle out.
It could be fake. They could have put on a fake video. I don't know. If that's true,
that thing would never have moved at all.
That's a Mercury Comet right there.
There you go. Yeah.
I guarantee you. I know Chevrolets had some junk cars. We had a Corsica when I married my first wife. I'll be nice. My first wife had a Corsica. Cavalier, you talking about crap. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that was some little video there. That was pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I guess cool, if you want to say cool, whatever. But all right, let's get on to our mystery. Now, those of you that follow us, we try to do mysteries on here or something fun every weekend. Well, this mystery here, I learned about this this morning. I've heard this before. Okay, but I didn't know what it was about. How many of you are familiar with the Black Dahlia case? Well, let's go back up here. Black Dahlia. Her name was Elizabeth Short. She was born July 29, 1924. And sometime her death was January 14th or 15th of 1947. Posthumously known as the Black Dahlia, was an American woman found murdered in Leimert Park neighborhood of Los Angeles, California on July 15th, 1947. Her case became highly publicized owing to the gruesome nature of the crime, which included mutilation and bisection of her corpse. A native of Boston, Short spent her early life in New England and Florida before relocating to California, where her father lived. It was commonly held that she was an aspiring actress, though she had no known acting credits or jobs during her time in Los Angeles. Short acquired a nickname, the Black Dahlia, posthumously, as newspapers of a period often nicknamed particular lurid crimes. A term may have originated from the film noir thriller, The Blue Dahlia, 1946. After discovery of her body, the Los Angeles Police Department began extensive investigation that produced over 150 suspects, but yielded no arrest. I'll say it again, 0 arrests. Short's unsolved murder and the details surrounding it have been a lasting, crucial impact, generating various theories and public speculation. Her life and death have been a basis of numerous books and films, and her murder is frequently cited as one of the most famous unsolved murders in U.S. history, as well as one of the oldest unsolved cases in Los Angeles County, as it likewise been credited by historians as one of the first major crimes in post-war America capture national attention. First crime post-war, guys. That's right after the World War. Boom.
Right.
Boom. Okay. And we'll skip to childhood. We'll go down here to murder. Okay. On January 9, 1947, Short returned to her home in Los Angeles after a brief trip to San Diego with Robert Maloney, a 25-year-old married salesman she had been dating. Well, that's probably the woman, and that's already solved this. The wife cut her ass up. Anyway.
There you go.
Manley stated that he dropped Short off the Biltmore Hotel in downtown Los Angeles, and that Short was to meet one of her sisters who was visiting from Boston that afternoon. By some accounts, staff on the Biltmore recovered having seen Short. You got to be shitting me. Call me on my little show. Heck with him. Remember seeing her using a lobby telephone shortly after she allegedly seen by patrons of the Crowned Grill Cocktail Lounge at 754 South Olive Street, approximately 3/8 of a mile away from Biltmore. Excuse me. The discovery on the morning of January 15th, Short's naked body, severed into 2 pieces, was found in a vacant lot on the west side of the South Norton Avenue, midway between Coliseum Street and West 39th Street, in the neighborhood of Lemart Park, which was largely undeveloped at the time. Short's severely mutilated body was completely severed at the waist, drained of blood, leaving her skin pale white. Medical examiners determined that she had been dead for around 10 hours prior to discovery. Her time of death earlier, sometime during the evening on January 14th. On early morning hours on January 15th, the body had apparently been washed by the killer. Okay. Washed by the killer. Short's face had been slashed from corner of her mouth to her ears. That's kind of gruesome, creating the effect known as the Glasgow smile. The Glasgow smile. She had several cuts on her thighs and breasts where entire portions of her flesh had been sliced away. That's sick. The lower half of her body was positioned a foot away from the upper, and her intestines had been tucked neatly beneath her buttocks. The corpse had been posed with her hands over her head, her elbows bent at right angles, and her legs spread apart. A Los Angeles Herald Express reporter Angie Underwood was among the first to arrive at the crime scene and took several photos of Short's body and the surroundings. Near the body, detectives located a heel print on the ground amid tire tracks, and cement sack containing watery blood was also nearby. Okay. Her autopsy. An autopsy of Short's body was performed on the 16th of January, 1947, by Los Angeles County coroner. Newbar's autopsy report stated that Short was 5'5" tall. She weighed 115 pounds. That's estimate. She didn't have any blood in her and things like that, and had light blue eyes, brown hair, and had badly decayed teeth. We'll go back and look at the picture over here a second. In fact, let me go back and put it on right now. I don't know if you can see that. Don't look like she got bad decayed teeth there or not, but that's what they're saying. Badly decayed teeth. Okay. Let me see where I see. Okay. There was a ligature mark on her ankles, wrists, and neck, and an irregular laceration. Irregular, like I put that word in, irregular laceration with superficial tissue loss on her wrist, on her right breast, excuse me. Newbar also noted superficial lacerations on her right forearm, left upper arm, and the lower left side of her chest. Her body has been cut completely in half by a technique taught in the 1930s called a hemogroptopsy. Okay, you guys can figure it out. The lower half of the body had been removed by transection the lumbar spine between the second and third lumbar vertebrae, thus serving the intestine. At the Newbar's report noted very little bruising along the incision line, suggesting it had been performed after her death. Another gaping laceration measured 4¼ inches long ran longitude from the umbilicus to the superous region. The laceration on each side of the face, which extended from the corners of her lips, were measured at least 3 inches on the right side of her face and 2½ inches on the left side of her face. Damn, this is sick. The skull was not fractured, but there was bruising noted on the front and the right side of her scalp, with a small amount of blood and her space there on her brain on the right side, consistent with blows to the head, or maybe they threw her in the back of a vehicle, smacked her down. Maybe I don't know. The cause of death was determined to be hemorrhaging. You think?
You think? Yeah.
The lacerations on her from the blows to the head and face. People noted that Short's anal canal was dilated 1¾ inch, suggesting that she might have been raped. Samples were taken from her body, testing the presence of sperm, and the results came back negative. Okay, let's go on. It goes on to say she was identified after her fingerprints were sent to Federal Bureau of Investigations. Her fingerprints were on file from her 1943 arrest. Immediately following the identification, a team of reporters from William Ralph Hearst Los Angeles Examiners contacted her mother, Phoebe Short, in Boston over the phone. Wayne Sutton spoke to Short's mother, while city editor Jimmy Richardson and Jimmy Mercer sat next to him. Sutton initially deceived Phoebe and told her that her daughter had won a beauty contest. It was only after prying as much personal information as they could from Phoebe that the reporters revealed her daughter had in fact been murdered. You know what? I think I'd drive out there and whip his ass. He did it.
I think I'd have drove out there and shot him myself. They'd have been investigating another homicide.
Oh shit! First of all, why don't you just come out and tell me what Anyway, I don't. Some of them proceed to have back in the day, or just. Yeah. Jim Murray would recount the infamous phone call for journalist Larry Harnish, an interview decades later. Wayne called the mother and asked all these questions and took all these notes, Murray called. I just sat there and listened to the poor dear mother telling him about her school day triumphs. I can still see him put his hand over the mouthpiece of the old-fashioned upright phone and say, "Now what do I tell her?" We start with the truth. I mean, let's go from there first.
Yeah.
He screwed up his one good eye and said, "Now tell her." "You son of a bitch," Murray said. Murray told Harness in the same interview that he was still appalled and that the incident was sharply etched in his memory. Phoebe Short initially could not believe that the reporter had told her. She refused to believe that her daughter had been murdered until eventually she received confirmation from the LA police through her local phone department. The Examiner offered to pay Phoebe a fare and accommodations if she would travel to Los Angeles and help with the police investigation. That was yet another ploy since the newspaper kept her away from the police and other reporters to protect its scoop. The Examiner, another Hearst newspaper, and we know we ain't going to care about all this, is said a black short was last seen wearing tight skirt and sheer blouse. The media nicknamed her the Black Dahlia, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now I can go on along here, but it reads on here, the type of investigation he did. Let's go back to this guy right here. This reporter asking him all them questions. Why would he do that? Why would he ask those questions?
Well, probably
interview him.
I think the thing is if he would have come right on out and said who he was and that trying to follow up for the story because your daughter had been murdered, then the mother would have been so distraught over all this and wanting particulars on it that they may not got any personal information about Phoebe, on
Right.
the murder.
Right.
It was all just to get as much information as they could before they dropped the bombshell.
Well, that reporter, the way he's asking that, maybe he was a sick killer, did it, and wanted more information to relish in his crime.
Yeah,
You don't know. He sure was kind of weirdo about it. And it goes on to say they offered a $10,000 reward, which equivalent to today's money would be $140,820.
Wow.
Right. So, and nothing. There's still no information. Now you can go on and read a lot of this yourselves, but it says people declined interviews, and there's a grand jury on the case. Who they had a couple guys in mind, but it turned out it wasn't them. I don't know.
What gets me is wash the body. I mean, after it was dismembered, then whoever did it must have been trying to wash away any type of physical evidence.
Yeah, and the fact that they drained her, was look in the medical field or look into some sick weirdo or something.
That's weird. That's just strange. I mean, somebody somewhere is.
No, something. Here's another ironic thing. They claim this was also a couple Ohio murders out there in Cleveland, Ohio, after where Dean's around that area, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's from Cleveland or not. I have to ask him. Anyway, around Cleveland, it had torso murders there where they found people cut in half, called them lipstick murders and lone woman murders. Now, they don't know if these are tied in, but they got a whole bunch of them on here, and they claim they might have been tied in because some of the things were similar. And so now, she was alleged to be a prostitution in sexual history. She may have been. I don't know. Don't really care. This is just a weird ass case. Why people have all that, and another rumor that Short was a lesbian had often circulated, according to the Gilmore. This rumor began after Means was told by the deputy coroner that Short wasn't having sex with men owing to her allegedly small genitalia. See, I don't know how much this shit's right, how much is not. Some of this is drawing people to read your article. Means took this to mean that Short had sex with women, and both he and Herald Express Sid Hughes began fruitfully investigating gay bars, Los Angeles, for information, and they found nothing. So, basically, you got all the information I just read to you.
Weird. That is really weird. I mean, sick individual to do that to begin with, but I don't know. That's strange.
It is strange. Go back to BJ said, back to her car. My crankshaft came completely off my Ford Taurus, and it took all the belts with. Poor girl. She wasn't almost cut in half. She wasn't cut almost in half. Yeah, she was plumb in half. Two separate torsos. She was cut in half. Yes. Sounds like Charles Manson mainly had something to do with this, or at least his dad, maybe in California. What the hell?
Yeah.
Thank you, Reality Becomes, man. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Love you guys.
Yeah.
By the way, Roy, let me know today they picked 2 of your songs to be in our movie soundtrack. So you had 2 of your songs. I don't know which one. He's going to surprise us. He said 2 of your songs made the soundtrack for our movie coming up. So thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you, Reality Becomes. Dean says, why would you say she won a beauty contest and then tell her mother she was murdered, especially the way she was murdered? I know, Dean, you being a dominant dad too. I think you'd have to take a trip from Ohio out there and have a conversation with the reporter. Okay, been some furniture moving up in that son of a bitch. What would happen?
I'd have reached for the phone wires and strangled him myself.
No shit. Yeah. You ever heard of dial tone? What's that? Click. I'm on my way out there. Yeah. Charlie never killed anyone. A mastermind, yes. A murderer, no. He wasn't even there. No, Charlie, that's another one we're going to get to sometime. They found some of the torsos murdered in Youngstown in boxcars. I'm 10 minutes from Youngstown. Well, there you go. Now, that's part of the thing they tried to link in there. I don't know if it was or wasn't. It could be a traveling goofball did all this.
Could have been. Or it could have been a copycat killer.
Could have been. It could have been a doctor, someone good with a scalpel who knew the vertebrae real well. All I know is it's weird, but for some reason I can't get that damn reporter out of my head. Why would it mattered?
Yeah.
Maybe he felt that was his trophy. Maybe he killed her and it was the trophy killing to him. He wanted to get all this sick information he could because he's a weirdo.
For some type of gratification. I mean, who knows?
I don't know, but riddle me this. I mean, he's like a Batman commercial. So that's your mystery today. One of the major crimes since World War II. That's something special. No leads still to this day haven't been solved. I don't know. They said they might have the sperm on file. Maybe they can go back and do some high-tech DNA.
Yeah.
And find out. Maybe the guy's not even alive no more. I don't know.
Maybe 80 plus years, since she was killed. So
is that right? It was 80 plus years. Wow, that's a long time. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. They bragging about how touch DNA and all this new DNA and everything's a thing. Go back and test some of these old cases. Let's just see. Go take another look at it again. Surely they made it. There's a technique and a surgery technique or something they might have used to identify, something. Reality Becomes said, that's great to hear about the movie. We're excited to everyone involved with the movie. Cheers. Well, thank you, brother. We appreciate that. Yeah. Just because they found no sperm doesn't mean she wasn't raped or sodomized if a person wore protection, right?
Right.
That's what she meant. Yeah. Well, yeah, could have been. Hey, maybe he's a weirdo and stuck something up in there.
Yeah.
Who the hell knows? But I don't know. And then they want to talk about prostitution and stuff like that. Call someone's parents like that and tell them the way he did it, and then come back and said she might have been a lesbian. Back at that time was strict, was highly taboo.
Yeah.
Okay. A sex worker.
Well, you got to look at it like this too. World War II hadn't been over that long, and a lot of guys coming back that saw things, done things. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could have went over the edge. Who knows? Could have been somebody from the other side that worked concentration camps that wound up slipping through and getting into this country. Who knows?
I don't know.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know was if someone had called my wife and told her about one of our daughters like that, my wife would have been on a freaking train.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Out to Los Angeles. Okay. Yeah. I'd have had to go on here and start a GoFundMe for some bail money for my wife because, a reporter, he'd have been.
You'd have had your own version of planes, trains, and automobiles getting out there. And oh boy.
They'd be glad she was first because if I come out there, there would have been some consequences, some repercussions up in that thing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's just stupid. Reporters, they always think they're immune anyway. They don't have to bound by no laws. But
it just goes to show you, it hasn't. That portion of the industry hasn't changed any.
No, it still hadn't changed any.
No,
they think some of them are arrogant and stupid. They just want clicks. Like today, they just want clicks. Today, you might see an article and look at the title, and you get in there, and it ain't even what the title was about.
Right.
Man runs naked through the snow. Well, wow, what's he running naked through the snow for? Kind of find out his house was burning. He ran out of his burning house into the snow. Okay, good. I'm
Well,
glad he's okay, but
yeah,
that's not what, you know.
that's a good reason to run.
Yeah. Dean kind of agrees with me. Sounds to me like the reporter did it
Yeah,
for a story. Yeah, I believe so. I believe the reporter was in on it, and I'm not saying that the Ohio mysteries are part of L.A. I'm not saying that. They might have been similar. They could have been totally different, copycat, whatever. But I really think they ought to go back and take a serious, all-out look, give another investigation with modern technology, and see if they can't come up with something. You know,
Right.
even if the guy's dead that did it, you know, at least the investigation find out. You know,
right.
I mean, her family, if alive or dead, deserves it. You know, so that was your mysteries, guys. You guys can take that, and I'm glad. Take it how you want. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
it's strange going on there. I didn't know that story until earlier. I just happened to see it online. I thought it was something totally different, but no. And they said she had rotted teeth. According to that picture, I don't know how long the picture was for her death, but she didn't look like she had rotted teeth there to
They
me.
look like bad teeth to me. They look pearly white to me.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's
No.
kind of weird how all that went down. I want to thank our sponsor, PNC Concrete. PNC Concrete, all your concrete needs. Get on Facebook, look up PNC Concrete. A lot of flat work going on there. The sidewalks, driveways, they do curbs, they do foundation work, great foundation work. Contact PNC Construction, Chloe and Carter. That's Parker and Chloe Concrete, PNC Concrete. Check them out. Service all of Kansas City area and surrounding area. Matter of fact, you got cash, they will travel, and they got their own equipment. So we learned a lot today, and we didn't learn anything.
Yeah.
Okay. More confused now than before I read the damn.
Before it started. Yeah.
No. Once again, shout out to Dean Cerny. Dean, I'll be getting your hat in the mail. Since neither one of us two intelligent men can figure out each other, he forgot to give me the address, and I didn't bother to ask him for it until yesterday, or might have been earlier today. Hell, I don't remember when it was, but yeah, we went all this time since last week, and neither one of them got the address. A bunch of intelligent men we are. You know, I think maybe I need to quit drinking for a while. Maybe my brain's getting fogged. But anyway, Dean, brother, it's en route to you. Again, here it is right here. Dean Cerny, shout out to you, brother. Winning the Comedy Vets hat. Good looking hat. It's by one of our comedians and our hype man, James Riley. He's got a line of hats he's wanting to introduce, and this is one of the first batch. This is a woodland style camouflage, the kind we were used to. We were in the military.
Yeah.
And not the digital pattern that they had. And now the little bitty, I call it the little woodland pattern now. I don't know what they call it now.
Yeah.
I call it the little woodland pattern because
I don't know.
But I'm glad they went back to something similar. That's I mean, I'm glad to see that.
They just need to go back to just a plain old OD green. Just OD green.
That's if I had a pick, I'd go to Realtree. My camouflage now, Realtree. Those of you missed the first part of the show, they had a big thing about this girl and her damn jean commercial, and they're making big fits about it because somebody had a jean commercial. Well, I got the solution right here. Here you go, liberals. Make fun of this one. That's right. American Eagle jeans have great Chuck Norris. And right now, his name's not Chuck. In this photo, he's Charles.
Charles.
Yes. All right.
Charles.
Yeah. Make fun of that. Make fun of them jeans. They got good jeans. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
And this morning, if you guys, before the show, if you wasn't on, I went to Chiefs training camp. I do almost every year. I didn't go last year, but I went 8 years prior, and I'm went this year. I always go on Military Appreciation Day. I don't go any other time. Just Military Appreciation Day. Talk to the other current military people. Some of them are great to talk to. Some are gone. But some are great to talk to. And I was out there, and Travis Kelce happened to be signing autographs, and he was coming down in front of me, right? And he got down in front of me, and he was in. If you ain't seen Happy Gilmore 2, go watch it. It's a funny movie. Travis Kelce's in the movie, okay? And if you don't know Travis Kelce is, he's dating Taylor Swift. That don't ring no bells to you. He's a tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, okay? And one of the top 3 tight ends ever, right? Anyway, he was out there to camp. I hollered down at him, "Hey, Kelce, Happy Gilmore's looking for you." And he smiled while he was signing the autograph. And there's a photo of him smiling when signing the autograph. I said, "Hey, Kelce, Happy Gilmore's looking for you." The whole crowd lit up laughing at him. He was smiling like that. And after the thing, he looked up, nodded his head, and walked off. So. Hey, man, if you can't have fun with people, what the hell,
What the heck? Why go?
Yeah. Dean said, Why wouldn't the FBI agent kind of look sideways at the reporter when he said that? What and said what he said? Now I have something to look into and research. That's a lot, pimp.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, pimp. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, you're welcome, brother. Anytime I can help you. Says Charles will roundhouse you and his guest jeans. Charles when he's dressed like that. Yeah. Nobody threw a fit when Beyonce posed the jeans. Actually, they did. That's a big controversy. Okay, because she's a black woman in jeans and sexy jeans. First of all, I wouldn't buy none of these damn jeans. Okay, nobody wants to see any of this in sexy jeans. No.
Yeah.
Okay. No. When I grew up, I wore Levi or Lee. Now it's Carhartt.
There you go.
Now I wear Carhartt, and not because I like the name Carhartt, just because I go through things. I mean, here's how you want to sell jeans to me. Here's a jean commercial. Have a rugged dude he can put his shirt on, take his shirt off, whatever for the ladies. I don't care. Right. Have him walk his ass through the timber with these jeans on, crossing, barbed wire fences, going through these briar patches. And if the jeans get snagged and they rip, I ain't buying them.
Right.
But if they hold up, and then you go out chop down a tree with an axe and do all kind of manly stuff, run a knife across there and not cut your jeans, send me a pair. I will endorse them.
If they don't wear like canvas, I don't want them.
And no kidding, man. I mean,
yeah,
all pose and all sexy. Listen, I'm a Native American.
On.
I ain't got no ass. I look like that frog in that meme commercial that pulled his pants up. He's his legs and back. That's me. Okay.
What? Skinny jeans? No, I don't think so.
Skinny jeans? No. Last time I had a pair of skinny. What year is this? 2025. Oh, I was like 19 or 20. I had a pair of skinny jeans, and I wore them once. They were from, I don't know if y'all remember the Arizona Jean Company. Actually, I think it's 23.
Yeah.
Okay, Arizona Jean Company. I got these jeans. They're supposed to be the coolest things around, right, for men. I was out kicking the ball up in the air and just ripped them from the asshole all the way up to the front of my belly button. Just ripped them right up to the zipper. Ripped them out. I said, well, okay, maybe I got a bad batch. So I went and took them back, and they exchanged them, no questions asked. I went out, kicked the soccer ball again, boom, launched it. Beautiful kick. Problem is, my boxers were hanging out of the damn. I ripped them. I went and bought me a pair of Levi jeans, kicked that ball all over the yard, never ripped them one time.
There you go.
It's how the jeans fit and everything. But this jean commercial crap, everybody making a big deal, but I never heard of such a stupid shit in my life. A black woman makes a jean commercial, get on her because she's black. A white girl makes it, get on her because she's white. Fuck it. Put Chuck Norris in the damn thing. There you go. Put Chuck in there. He can model your jeans for you. Or back in the day, Catherine Bach, she had her own. She should have had jean commercial the way she wore them. They were cut off back in the day. Do brakes and grease jobs on a semi. If they stay together, I'll buy my kid 8 pair. No kidding. And here's another thing, Dean.
Yeah.
Get diesel fuel on them, and you wash them, and the smell comes out, and the stain come out. I'll take 8 pair of them myself. Strip them this way.
There you go.
Christ in a cartoon. Who gives a rat's ass about who wears jeans? And who's marketing, who's selling them? If American Eagle wants to sell jeans and put somebody in them, I don't care. But careful what you wish for, guys, because hey, it might be 2 years from now. I might be modeling jeans. You really want to see? You want to see a fat guy wearing jeans? Keep it up. That's what it's going to come to.
Kind of like the movie back in the late 70s, early 80s, Urban Cowboy. Everybody that don't make you a cowboy.
No. Just because you ride a mechanic, go and put a cowboy hat on your head. No, come on. And if John Travolta can,
every bar had one of those mechanical bulls in it. I mean, come on.
Oh my God.
It don't work. It don't work.
No, my stepdad met him, Mickey Gilly, the guy that owned the bar.
Yeah.
And my stepdad met I think it was John Connolly, the guy that sung rose-colored glasses. I think it was John Connolly.
Oh yeah, John Connolly. Yeah.
And my stepdad met him and told me stories about him. And Mickey Gilly was a wild dude. They said, even wild man. But yeah, just because, come on, really? You can't. First of all, who can afford to buy jeans right now any damn way?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you got that kind of money, whatever. Dean says, I'll PM you what we used for his clothes. They don't smell like diesel. I bet they don't. Because you got what they call a washing machine, and you know how to use it, Dean. You're an intelligent man. But jeans back in the day, you get to slice a little bit on them. You couldn't get them clean. At least my Carhartt, they're rugged. I only wear jeans from October or like the middle of October to middle of March. That's the only time I wear jeans. And a lot of times because I'm cutting wood and things like that. But they got to be strong.
You
And
betcha.
to me, and they're not paying me, write me a check, but I wear Carhartt a lot of the time, or them Key.
Key.
Some
Key
of
is
those,
another
some of
good
those.
one,
Bad.
yeah.
My wife buys me Wranglers. Some of these damn things fit, some of them don't. Some I wear on stage to perform in, but that's about it. But can we really not fight over freaking jean commercials?
Please.
I mean, hey, listen, that's about where you put a cute white girl on her. Okay, what about we go get an obese woman with no teeth? Yeah. And her name's Jeff. Hi, my name's Jeff. That's what she looks like. Big old fat woman named Jeff. Jeff. No. I wouldn't want to wear jeans in. I'd run. I think she shops at St. Joe Tent and Awning or something. I don't know. John Conley, I thank you that, Dean. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's who it was. It says, reality becomes, I want jeans that don't have cockaburs stuck to them. I'd buy that. Okay, there you go. They say those fire hose jeans are pretty good. I've never had a set of fire hose pants. If anybody out there's ever owned a set, drop me a line, PM me about them, how they're made and quality. I don't know how you can breathe in them damn things. They got to be hot. I'm assuming they're kind of waterproof.
You think so?
But my goodness. But hey, look, when you're cutting wood, you want a rugged, tough jean now. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, you do.
Thick, So yeah. So there we go, guys. Well, that's the show for you all day. If you want to give us a closing, Commander, appreciate it.
All right. Okay. All righty. Listen, as we always say on this show in closing, you have value. You're important. Hang in there. Don't let this world get you down. Don't let it trot on you and make you feel less than you are. You are valuable. You made it today. You can make it another day. Hang in there. Keep pushing forward. Keep fighting. Do not surrender. Do not give up. You're stronger than you think. Just hang in there because you mean something to somebody, even if it is just to yourself.
He's right. And now look, guys, football season started. I know the preseason. I'm a nerd. I watch preseason because I want to know what's going on and things like that. I miss football so bad that preseason entertains me. I think I got some type of mental disorder. Anyway, but football's coming. September it starts. And they've got football on every day of the week except, I believe, on Tuesdays. Okay.
On a Tuesday, yeah.
You got some Wednesday games. Of course, they got Thursday games. They got a Friday game. The Chiefs opening game. Chiefs play San Diego on a Friday night in Brazil. So NFL's got a lot of international games coming up. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, a Wednesday, a Thursday, Friday. Tuesday's the only game they don't, and they can't legally, I think, by union have a game on Tuesday unless it's replay from Monday night. Okay. But anyway, a lot of games, a lot of football coming up. If you're a sports fan, you still got basketball going on. You got baseball going on right now. I don't know if basketball's going on yet. I might have misspoke on that. But look, you got hockey's going to be coming back. You got a lot of things to do. Fishing right now, some good fishing weather. Get out there and fish, man. Read a book. Just get outside. Get that sun flowing through your veins.
Yeah.
Yeah, that vitamin D really, really, really helps you a lot. I know. I mean, it's in my nature. I have to get outside once in a while. Go do this. Even if I go out and walk around the yard, So that being said, you have value. You are not worthless unless you're a child molester. Then, yeah, you're pretty much useless.
Yeah. Yeah,
right?
You're useless then.
You are useless. Anyway. So thank you, BJ, for the compliments. We appreciate you tuning in. Thank you, Reality Becomes, guys. Thank you very much. For tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Great band. If you're ever in the area and you see the sign Reality Becomes, put your ass in the seat and they'll entertain you. Actually get up and dance because that's what's going to happen to you. You're not worthless. You have value, guys. Until we meet again, have your pet spayed or neutered. Keep Bob Barker happy. Right? Tomorrow, if you're in the area, if you're local, listen to this. We have the Passion of the Christ Church hosts for the whole year, for the rest of the year. They're once a month breakfast. It's free breakfast for the veterans. You go up in there, you got a lot of fellowship, got other good veterans up there to talk about things. Commander and I have had several breakfasts together with some of the people we know. some people I didn't know we met. You know,
Yeah.
spread the word about the auction that we had in my father-in-law's estate. A lot of people turned out for that thing, man. Thank you all very much for turning out for that, by the way. I wish things could have sold a little higher, but that's just the way auctions work sometimes. Had a big turnout for that. So get out and mingle amongst your people, do some things, and live your life. I'm Richie King on behalf of Commander, on behalf of everyone from VFWs, American Legions, and all posts around the world. You have value. We'll see you next week, Wednesday next week. Quick news: when I go out to LA, it's probably going to be 2 days travel because we're going to take a train and 3 days shoot, so 5 days. If I can't be on the show, J-Dub said he would host the show, him and Commander, while I'm gone. So King's Court will not miss a day. We will not miss our ratings. We will not miss our fans. J-Dub will come on here, him and Commander will hold it down. I guarantee you got two great dudes there that can talk and make sense. You can actually listen to them better than you can me. So guys, hit the like up there. Give us a heart, a like, whatever it is you guys can do up on top of that screen. Appreciate it so much. I'm Richie King saying until we meet again, Dona Dagahoy, Osta Usvi. That means good night. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Have a great time.